Man, listen. The Lakers defeat the Denver Nuggets by a score of 114 to 108. But I'm going to tell y'all something right now. Yes, the Los Angeles Lakers have a 3-1 lead against this Denver Nuggets team, but they have to close this game out. They got to close the series out in the next game. They cannot give this next game to the Denver Nuggets at all. You cannot afford to give this team any momentum. You cannot. These young boys out here playing, and they playing for real. Jamal Murray liked that. He liked that. He official for real. And I don't just say that about any and everybody because I watch guys play. I watch their game. I watch how they play in big moments. I watch the things they do when a team is down, when a team needs a bucket. Jamal Murray is a walking bucket, a professional scorer. That layup he made when he switched hands, kind of reminiscent of Michael Jordan, that shows you, it really sums up what type of player he is. He is special, and he can score in a variety of ways. Seriously. Like, that dude can get hot at any damn time, at any given time, hitting all type of horse type shots, difficult shots. When he own. And the Lakers, I promise y'all, listen, the Lakers cannot give this team any more confidence. The way that the role players played, like Monte Morris and Jeremy Grant out here hooping. Jeremy Grant had 17. Monte Morris had 12. Like them boys, like Michael Porter Jr. had 13, and I promise y'all, if Kyle Kuzma go for that pump fake one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. He was up faking Kyle Kuzma and then going back and stepping back for the three like it was nothing. Got like Kyle Kuzma jumping on the pump fake, leaving them open. I'm like, bruh. But this Denver Nuggets team, I gotta tip my hat to them. These young boys, these young collective of guys, they know how to play basketball, and they not afraid of any big moments. They just try to go out here and scratch and claw and get a win. The Lakers won. My squad I'm rooting for, my boy LeBron James and them, they won. They closed the game out. But it was like sometimes I didn't know which way the game was gonna go. Cause it was like the Lakers would get a nice little, not a huge lead, a double-digit lead, a 10 or 11-point lead. And next thing you know, the Denver Nuggets back, they decreased the lead to only 4. Like they'd get it down to 2, and then they had the lead to 1 point at one time. And I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Cause the Lakers at points, they was like, okay, they hitting their shots. You know, KCP knocking his shot down. Danny Green hit 1 3. He had 3 points. Kyle Kuzma hit some threes. I'm like, okay, that's giving them some cushion. But then it's like, damn, here these dudes come. Time and time again, they're relentless. Torrey Craig hit a shot. Like Paul Millsap hit his 3. Guys just moving the ball. The Denver Nuggets have great ball movement. And the problem is the Lakers let these role players have a lot of confidence. So now they feel like they can hit and knock down any shot. And they are attacking. But I'm going to get this. I'm going to talk about the Lakers right now. I'm going to talk about some performances that I really liked. Dwight Howard was absolutely exceptional. For real. Putting him in the starting lineup. Like, and because everybody, and people was like, why they put him in the starting lineup? I seen some people saying that. Listen, we killed Doc Rivers for not making adjustments. Frank Vogel said, let me do something different. Let me insert Dwight Howard into the starting lineup. Let me put some pressure on Nikola Jokic. Let me get a guy that can bang with him down low in the post and battle for rebounds. Because last game, that rebounding effort was pathetic by the bigs on the Lakers' part, right? The Lakers' bigs did a horrible job rebounding. Dwight Howard, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Did my man even play in the second half? Like, I was looking for Dwight. He ain't even really get no burn for real like that. I was shocked at it, especially in that fourth quarter when the game was getting close. But I don't know if they thought he was going to get in foul trouble too much or whatever. I don't know. But his tip-ins, the way he was getting rebounds and just putting it right back up, dunking the ball, that activity, that's what I love to see from Dwight. When he just plays basketball, and Charles Barkley and them said that, when he just goes out and plays basketball without fouling and all that, he does a great job, man. His instincts are still there. He still got that strength. He still, even though he had the back injuries and back surgery or whatever, he still has the athletic prowess still to him, man. And he still is a dude that come to hoop. He like what they call it, a gamer. Dude is really, he enjoys playing basketball. And like for real, he was attacking the paint like a goon. And I'm like, that's what I love to see from Dwight Howard, right? Anthony Davis started off this game on a roll. Like I know he was hearing what people were saying. Because like Reggie Miller pointed to this. A lot of athletes say they don't pay attention to what people say about them. They don't watch. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I know because I've seen AD comment on the Shannon Sharp's post. You know, I see these athletes interacting with different talking heads on social media. They watch what these talking heads say. They watch what these broadcasters and commentators say about them. They hear when they being called soft, when they getting questioned. Okay, AD hit this big shot the game before, but you know the effort was a little. It was nonchalant. It wasn't really there like we wanted to see. In the following game after that big shot, right? So AD started off the game hot. He scored what, the Lakers' first 12 or 10 or 12 points. He was balling, right? He only had 5 rebounds, didn't get his first rebound until like the third quarter or near the fourth quarter or something like that. In the fourth quarter, I think, right? Once again. But he finished with 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. The thing was, he kept the Lakers afloat when other guys couldn't hit shots, especially early in the game. And he came out and he knocked down his free throws. The big fella can hit free throws, and that is very huge for this Lakers team. They gotta seal the deal with free throws. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope knocked down his shots. Rajon Rondo, fam. If anybody, like, when you talking about a veteran point guard that's like a quarterback of a basketball team, for real, I know it sounds crazy to say that. Rajon Rondo is the point guard that you want on your team. The man knows how to run an offense. His basketball IQ is so high. He gets guys high percentage shots in areas where he knows they can make the shot, right? Also, defensively, he's solid. Only thing we question about Rondo is the shooting and the free throw shooting. But then he knocks down a 3 like since the Houston Rockets series. We're like, well, damn, Rondo, for real. Like, you know what I mean? It's been a joy to watch. And having him on this Lakers team bodes well for the Lakers because you have a guy other than LeBron James who can set guys up for high percentage shots. Guys that can get the offense flowing where LeBron can play off ball and try to move around off ball to get himself in position to score. It doesn't have to do majority of the work. Look for other guys to score and find a way for himself to score at the same time, right? Now we're going to get to my boy LeBron James. LeBron shot abysmal tonight. He was terrible. Putrid. 7 of 18. That's not good at all, fam. His jump shot was not there. Quiet as kept since the last game, his jump shot ain't been there. It really hasn't. He scored a lot last game, but it was a lot of shots at the rim, in close quarters, dunks, things like that. It wasn't really a whole lot of jump shooting. This game, jump shot was not there at all. It was looking broke. But I'm gonna say this about LeBron James. When he saw that his jump shot was not falling in that fourth quarter, when he knew it was getting close, like the game was like winding down and it was like getting to the critical point where Jamal Murray could heat up and get the Nuggets up out of there. He said, you know what, y'all get out the way. I'm guarding this man. I'm guarding dude tonight. I'm going to sit down and he going to have to blow past me and we just going to have it out. And I love to see that from LeBron because his defense on Jamal Murray was excellent. That was some excellent defense. And that's a smart thing to do. If your jump shot not falling, try to make an impact on the game in another way. Brother, because LeBron got another guy on the team that can score now, Anthony Davis. So you don't have to just carry the load of scoring all night willy-nilly. Listen, stop the opposing team's best player if you can and try to limit his baskets. And that's exactly what LeBron James did. Jamal Murray was frustrated. He cannot shoot over LeBron James. Couldn't blow past LeBron, and LeBron was frustrating him and making him miss, right? And got him, and that's really what helped the Lakers. When dude, I'm calling Jamal Murray because he that dude. When dude missing, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean it in a negative way. But when that man from Canada, mama, that go that bad man, that young boy missing, it's like, okay, Jokic, what you gonna do? And it's like, you got to make the other players defeat you. You know what I mean? And LeBron's defense was great down the stretch. Also, his free throw shooting. Now, he missed some tonight, but he knocked down a lot of his free. Did he knock down all of them or nearly all of his free throws in the fourth quarter? He had big free throws that helped extend the lead and give them some cushion to breathe when the Denver Nuggets were fast on their heels, man. This was a hard-fought win. I gotta tip my hat to this Denver Nuggets team, man. These boys come out here and hoop every single night. They play for Mike Malone. They play for this man. They get up and they play for him, and they seem to love playing for him. Seriously. And I can tell the way they come out, they never give up. You know, when you got a team like this, you got to get them up out of there. You got to stick a fork in them. You got to keep your foot on their neck. You got to keep your foot on you got to keep your foot on the gas and keep pushing. You cannot allow them to feel comfortable and get confidence. Like when Monte Morris and Jeremy Grant get confidence, that's not a good thing for the Lakers. You got to get them boys missing shots and get them boys questioning themselves a little bit. Because they swag is a little too high right now. Monte Morris, them swag high. And that is not a good look for the guards. You know what I mean? Especially the guards they defended. Or Jeremy Grant is a wing. But again, sound win. Lakers were able to close the game. LeBron hit some great free throws. AD hit some great free throws down the stretch. Rajon Rondo getting that big rebound, man. Like, dude, with the ball fake, Rondo scoring. Like, they need Rajon Rondo in this team. Seriously, I'm glad he came back and I'm glad he's healthy because I don't know what they would do without him. The last game, he started to run on his own with his defense in the fourth quarter. So playoff Rondo is a very real thing. The Denver Nuggets shot better than the Lakers tonight. They shot 50%. The Lakers shot 47%, right? Denver shot 35% from three. The Lakers shot 33% from three. Denver shot a better percentage from the free throw line, but the Lakers shot more free throws. They shot 80% from the line as well, which is still good. They shot 35 free throws and hit 28 of them. Total rebounds. The Lakers won the rebounding battle tonight, which is a big difference. When Dwight Howard, man, his presence and his activity, it saved the Lakers, man. Because I don't know, man. Like, Jokic is ready to snag them boards, but Dwight banging with him, let him know I'm here all night. I'm not going for none of that. You're not just finna be in here just scoring and killing me all night. And no, I'm finna be here right with you. We gonna have to bang for this. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna try to out battle you. And that's what Dwight Howard did in that first half, especially that first quarter, for real. Turnovers. The Lakers only had 9 turnovers this game. How many they had last game? Like 20-something. Denver Nuggets only had 11. The Denver Nuggets won the points in the paint battle by 2. So this game was really neck and neck, for real. And they were close the whole way through. But the Lakers, man, this team is impressive. The Denver Nuggets can hoop. They not just some Cinderellas that got lucky. These boys know how to play. And they not scared of whoever they playing. They coming fearlessly. And that's the way a basketball team is supposed to be. Be fearless. But the Lakers have to make them a little fearful. They got to impose themselves. LeBron James got to impose his will at times. Don't fall for the jump shooting. When your jumper is off, attack. And he got fouled for sure. But attack these. Go to the rim. Blow past these dudes. A lot of them dudes can't check you like that. I know you got to get a breather and you got to set up the offense when Rondo was on the bench. But when Rondo get in the game, attack. Even when Rondo not in the game, at some points attack. So you can try to go to the line or try to make something shake. Because his jumper been off recently. So he got to find out a way to make some shake still. He got to the line today, which is huge. And he hit a lot of free throws, which I'm very happy about. Because we know about my boy LeBron James' free throw struggles. But, yeah, man. I cannot stop talking about this Denver Nuggets team. These dudes play extremely well. The Lakers up 3-1. But again, we seen Denver come from 2 3-1 leads back to back. The Lakers got to get these boys up out of here and do it in dominant fashion. They cannot play around. LeBron James, Anthony Davis got to come out here and put a fork in these boys. Because them boys, they momentum is always high. They stay confident every time. Kyle Kuzma, stop pump faking stop biting on that damn pump fake. I'm like, oh my God, brother. But I love how AD played through them injuries, played through the ankle injury and stuff like that. He got hit in the chest. He played through it. Big fella, the Lakers need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lakers need you. LeBron needs him for sure. So, he came through and delivered. My Chicago brother, salute. We want him to have more rebounds the next game, but Dwight cleaned up a lot of the board, so I ain't really tripping, but we need him to get some rebounds and keep giving the Lakers them second chance opportunities, especially when they missing. Man, Danny Green been so cold. Golly, this man, I promise you, this man, he couldn't catch nothing. He couldn't catch a cold in the wintertime, bro. Like, they got to get him a little hot. But Danny will hit you a big 3 still at pivotal points in the game. Nikola Jokic has 16, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds. Didn't have the offensive output that we've been seeing as of lately, but it takes a lot out of a player when the player is having to defend the team's best player, a special unicorn like Anthony Davis. And Nikola Jokic is a unicorn himself. God damn, the young man, the dude is phenomenal. The passes he be throwing, the last game, man, he hooping, balling the Lakers up. I'm like, oh my God, this dude is otherworldly. Him and Jamal Murray, man, like they are phenomenal players. But when he has to guard Anthony Davis, I think it takes a toll on him a little bit sometimes, right? Even though he's bigger and has more, he's much more wide and strong than Anthony Davis or whatever, because Anthony is rather a thin guy for the most part. You know what I mean? AD not soft, contrary to what people believe. It's just Jokic is a much bigger dude, and he can body Anthony Davis. He can body him up in the post. But I think because Anthony Davis is such a special player that can stretch the floor, put the ball on the floor, go to the cup, all of that, it kind of maybe exhausted Jokic just a tad bit. You know what I mean? And then it was that time looking like, why Jokic on the bench for so long? You got to put him in. You got to get him in, especially when you feel like your team is starting to they starting to have some little lapses. You know what I mean? But again, I really still like how this Denver Nuggets, I got a lot of respect for these guys, which is why I feel like the Lakers got to get them up out of here now. Get them up out of here, continue forward with the series, and then worry about the finals. Because the Miami Heat, oh my Lord, I didn't think they was going to go out here and ball up Boston like that. Damn, man. I thought Jason Tatum was going out here, going to do a number on them. And I thought eventually the Heat have a phenomenal team. Anytime Jimmy Butler can score 14 points and 17 and 16 and they still win because of guys like Goran Dragic, Tyler Hero, these boys like this, they have a phenomenal team, man. Got guys like Bam Adebayo, like Pat Riley assembled this team like a well-oiled machine. For real, man. I don't know, what's the Voltron? They got all the right pieces together to make a great team. And I got a shout out to the Miami Heat because damn, man, them boys they going to the finals. And it ain't going to be easy against them either. Them boys they hit a lot of big shots. So, whoever, this is the thing. The Lakers, I'm saying the Lakers, and I believe the Lakers going to win this series, but they cannot play. They cannot play. They got to go, if the Lakers want to beat Denver, they got to go out here and put the nail in the coffin the next game. You know what I mean? And you got to tighten it up, too. But, man, I'm talking about fam. I'm at the edge of my seat about to have a heart attack watching this thing. Because I'm like, damn, bro, we can't have this even series now. We can't make it even Stevens. We got to get a lead in this series, 3-1 lead, and keep pressing forward. But I like the way the Lakers closed the game. Excellent defense from LeBron James. Big numbers from AD, even though you want to see more rebounds. But Lakers win, and I ain't mad about it. Machiavelli Mills TV, peace.